It seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Good day, Eivor.
Salutations!
You've been away for so long.
Were you worried?
Of course I was. Such a long voyage. Did you do what had to be done?
I did. And I'm eager to focus on problems closer to home.
Good.
It is done. Gorum is dead. The Quatford clan is wiped from this world.
Good. I would like to hear everything about your journey to Vinland when you have time.
One day. So Ceolbert has traveled to Sciropescire.
He has, into a difficult situation. The Shire has been mired in a long war with Rhodri, King of the Britons. Ceolbert hopes to negotiate a peace with the Britons of the West. A difficult task for one so green.
I hope your tutelage has prepared him well.
Indeed. But I think it best if you supervise these talks. If Ceolbert can make this work, we will gain a valuable alliance.
I will make my way to Sciropescire.
I am relieved. He and Ivarr should be in Quatford just now. You will find it along the Effen Hafun River.
If Ivarr is with him, I will certainly be needed.
Come on, boy. You wouldn't stop a lamb. Come on.
I hurt my shoulder.
Shake it off.
Ha!
Not half bad, boy. But be fierce, dirty. Strike at my balls.
Ivarr, are you training the boy or tormenting him?
One will lead to the other in time.
Eivor, well met. You received my message, and just in time. Our negotiations with the Britons have not yet begun.
I will be at your side when they do. Is there anything I should know first?
The venerable King Rhodri is here. I'm to deal with him directly.
Rhodri is desperate for peace. Ever since we captured his sniveling brother, Goriad. Sounds like a man coughing up snot. Goriad ap Mervin.
Rhodri waits at the church nearby.
Who speaks for Sciropescire in these talks?
The last alderman was killed in battle. Bishop Deolav is standing in.
Until we get this wet whelp installed. That is his father's wish.
I find the idea of leading a shire on my own quite terrifying.
It is a grave thing to be alderman in the time of war, Ceolbert.
He will piss his pants first thing, that's for certain.
As future alderman, you should speak in the talks as well. But with humility. Rhodri is the king, and will expect to be treated as one.
Rhodri will want us to get down on our knees and sniff the rosy wind blowing from his ass. I know the man.
You've met him.
Met him, fought him. He gave me this nick here. Maybe I can give him one back. Remind him some call me King Killer.
It may be you should stay behind, Ivarr. That is not a recipe for a good parlay.
I'd like you both to be there. To guide me, to judge my fitness.
Give us your word, then. Your blade stays in its sheath.
Eivor, don't make me laugh. We both know what my word is worth. But sure, I will let you do the talking. Probably.
Excellent. Now, to the church, I think. Our guests await. It's not far, just across the village. We've been at war with the Britons for coming on 2 years.
The Britons had the best of it. Tell me and my berserkers plowed through their ranks and chased Rhodri's brother into a ditch.
That's why Rhodri's talking peace now. It's thanks to Ivarr.
I am going to enjoy seeing him squeal, the old oak. Not nearly as much as taking him down, though. That would seal my legacy.
your legacy?
As king killer. They do not all get away like Borgred did, Wolf-Kissed.
Keep the peace, Ivarr.
What has become of your preening brother?
Oh, my brother. We parted. This road is unsure.
You are better off leaving that sauntering Pole in your wake.
Our Bishop Deolav and King Rodri are ensconced in the church ahead.
These houses of Christ, they are all so hard and cold.
Yet within his walls, the Christian God unites King Rodri, Bishop Deolav, and myself. On his ground, peace will be made.
Captain Anil, explain to the good bishop our position.
Yes, my sovereign. Bishop Deolav. We are deaf to offers of peace until Guriad is returned to us.
The king's brother
The king's brother is a moldering sack of cow dung.
You! I know your face, your stench. Ivarr, the one they call boneless. Did I not gift you that scar myself?
Ah, you did. And I mean to gift you a gash, you reeking piss pot in your fat fucking skull.
Hold! Both of you. My lord, this is Jailbelt, the future Ealdorman of this Shire and the son of King Ceolwulf of Mercia.
This green stripling? Elderman? You can piss without help, boy.
Now, calm everyone. Good faith is all I ask.
You know my demands. Until my brother Gwiriad walks free, peace between us is impossible.
He is lucky he can walk at all. Fell on his own blade, fleeing from us.
I will soon help you fall on yours.
Husband, keep your head. It is in our interest to find a way to peace, all of us.
First, my brother.
First, your head on a pike. Then the runt goes free.
Husband, no!
Enough! This is a house of God. Let us take some few minutes to gather ourselves, shall we? Eivor, to me, I do not know you well, but Ceolbert believes you a steady head. We need such a one.
It may be too late. I see the crows of war gathering.
I have a hefty sum of silver. Speak to the people here. If the silver will help one bring us toward peace, offer it to them.
These talks are stalled. I fear the upshot.
Do not fret. You will be Ealdorman yet. You are with Rodri, yes? One of his advisors.
I am that. Anir ap Cadfarch by name. Address me proper.
Tell me, soldier, do you hold sway with your king?
He consults me for his every decision. If I push for war, he will agree. If I argue for peace, he will follow.
Peace is our desired end. Is there a chance that some silver might lead you to counsel your king in the same direction?
A sack of silver? For me? Yes, I might amend my advice to Rodri for a tidy sum of shining metal. Yes.
You are a wise warrior. Perhaps the silver will come available.
And you, go and take a shit and let me know how it turns out.
Talk, talk, talk. All we do is talk.
Lady, let us get past the anger and find our way to an agreement. What is your husband's greatest concern?
The royal treasury has been depleted by the war. This brings immense strain to Rodri and his every decision.
If I could provide a boon of silver, would that guide your husband away from war?
A replenished treasury would certainly help my husband come to peace.
If such a boon comes, I will consider your words.
We should settle this with blood, not pretty words.
Eivor, my friend.
I asked around, as you suggested.
Have you come to a decision? To whom have you given this silver?
I have yet to make my decision.
Please, don't tarry.
You are Guriat, are you not? Brother to King Rodri.
So I am, and a bruised pawn in your bloody game.
How do you stand with your brother?
My brother loves me well, yet he can be slow and stubborn. Were I king, I'd have played all this quite differently.
What if you had the chance?
At the crown, I would leap at the chance to rule. But a man needs wealth to bring down a king. Nobles must be bought, you understand.
I make no promises, but I may be able to find you the silver you need.
Under what terms?
Knock Rodri from his throne. Withdraw all Britain soldiers from Sciropescire, and never again threaten this border.
If you speak true, I would make that bargain gladly.
I will see about the silver.
Enough of this nonsense!
King Rodri,
What is it, Dane?
I wish to help you to peace.
I will not talk of peace until my brother Gwyriad is returned to me.
If you first agree to peace, he will be returned. Would a sum of silver help overleap this difficulty?
I cannot be purchased with looted silver, Dane. Stand away.
Dear lady.
The treasure you spoke of would help bring us to peace.
Lady Angharad, take this silver. Do what you can to calm your husband.
I shall. The Kingdom of Gwynedd thanks you.
I have spoken with everyone who matters.
Eivor, my friend.
I spoke with more people.
Have you made a decision at last? Ivarr is increasingly agitated.
Lady Angharad will use the silver to bolster the royal treasury. That will reassure and calm Rodri.
Ah, a wise woman indeed.
Rodri, I see you mocking me! I challenge you! Single
Ivarr,
combat
no.
now!
Boneless Ivarr. Spineless, toothless, gutless. You cannot kill me! A dragon will be my death, as my seers have foretold.
And your brother? Does your destiny guard him?
Gwyriad!
By God Almighty, I'll...
Get him to safety. Go, quickly.
Kill the boneless one! Paint this chapel with his blood!
I'll fill your brain!
I swear it! You can't win this.
We've got the last of them! Now that is Vikinger diplomacy! Show the fuckers who the real warriors are.
Ivarr, you have scuppered the peace.
Do not be fooled by peace, boy. It is just an empty voice between axe blows.
Dear Lord, this is a massacre.
We have no choice now, but to fight our way out of this.
Ah! A good test for you, boy.
Lord, forgive us.
Stay close, Ceolbert. You watch my back, and I will pull the knives from yours.
Dear Lord.
Stay here, where it's safest, Bishop.
Help me with this fucking door! Hold up a fight!
Good God, what carnage. We must let Bishop Deolav know that the battle is done.
You murdered Rodri's brother, you beast! Our one chance at peace is lost.
Peace with Rodri is as likely as you dying a virgin, Bishop. It won't happen. He is too canny, too vile.
What's done is done. We must plan our next moves before the Britons regroup.
They will retreat to their great castle for certain. It's well nigh impregnable.
Then we starve them out. Attack their supplies. Watch them beg for death.
Dear God. More death, more war, endless refugees.
This is our only way forward, dear love. You know the territory best. How can we hurt them?
Well, for food and supplies, they stockpile cargo at Wenlocan outpost, down south of Quatford. Rodri has another secret supply line. Ask among the refugees near the river, those who have fled from occupied villages.
Rodri's Britons will strike back long before we can.
Indeed. They will send Aenir and his soldiers. They train in Wesberie, west of the ruined tower.
You do not need me to hold your hand, Eivor. I will head to Wesberie, scout around.
I know your method of scouting. It always leads to swordplay.
I am as regular as Tidewater.
I shall go with you, if only to get an honest accounting of our situation.
I will meet you both at Wesberie then, once I've done some damage. Until then...
One last thing. We'll need a field before our battle's done. Try to free any captives you find. They'll swell our ranks.
Friend or foe?
Friends. Peace. I was told you might know where the Britons bring in their supplies.
Are we your friends, Dane?
I would have it so.
After years of blood and gore, looting and burning, forgive us if we don't trust a Dane.
In Rodri, we share a common enemy. My only wish is to destroy his supply line and bring him to the table, begging for a truce. Once we have peace, you and your kin will no longer walk this land in wretchedness.
What you say is good sense. Very well, Dane. Here's what I know. The Britons move their goods through dust and quarry. See that tower to the south? That's the Hillgate remnants. Further on you'll find the stone quarry.
And thank you. The stone quarry, filled with Britain supply carts. Once I burn those, we'll push Rodri to peace. That's done. Off to Wenlocan outpost, the Briton cargo. They will attack on sight here. Wenlocan outpost. If I take the cargo here, the Britons will be weakened and want peace.
Get me out of this. Thank you for it.
Men for Deolaf's feared. More valuable than cargo. I give you freedom. Now you give this Shire your pike. I will. Quarry and cargo done. Now to meet Ivarr and Tedmund in Wesberie, before Ivarr stirs up more trouble.
Smell that, Tedmund?
As Ivarr. Tedmund too. Ivarr, Tedmund.
Hey, Eivor. I was telling the Aetherling here that Thor is with us this day. Our victory is assured.
So, what is your plan?
That bastard Anir commands this hamlet. So let us show these folks what happens when a village bows to the Britons. Smash it to kindling, burn it to ashes, and cut Anir's tender throat. Right, my boy?
I hope to fight well, not cruelly. The cutting of throats I leave to you.
If we prevail here, Tedmund becomes Elderman.
First an Aetherling, soon an Elderman, one day the king. Oh, you are jumping rank, boy.
I hope to begin my tenure in peace, Ivarr. Let us finish this here, once and for all.
Even talks like an Elderman now. Oh, my blood runs hot. Let us rush in now and leave a trail of bloody kindling.
A stealthy approach might earn us more time.
Bah, I prefer sound and fury. But do as you must.
I want to go in quietly. No point bringing every armed Briton down on our heads.
Am I to stand here drooling like a village idiot waiting for your success?
Tedmund, listen to this old man's stories and wipe his drool for him.
I am not a patient man, Eivor. Put these dogs down quietly, or I may just join you the way I did in Leicester. We will stay behind and draw runes in the dirt. But do not take long. My blood is up.
You can't do this! I wish somebody had chased these Britons out.
like a winter sea. Easy. That's the last of them. Let us get it. Join us, Eivor. Eivor! Did you see Ceolbert fight? He is all balls now.
I give thanks for victory. and ask penance for taking lives.
Ah, Ceolbert, your god bores me to death. Have a laugh! We won!
And I took no pleasure in it, Ivarr.
Eivor and I were made for this, my boy. The song of swords, the blood mist, the bone crunch and baring of teeth.
Is this enough blood paid, Ivarr? We've spilled enough to slake the thirst of Fenrir.
Why stop there?
Ceolbert, I would know your mind on all this. Are you satisfied with our victory?
I believe I am. I'll need word from Rhodri as soon as possible. What does he intend?
He will see the flames. He will know Wesberie has been destroyed.
The bleeding pus pit claims only a dragon can defeat him. We will soon put that to the test.
It is peace we want, Ivarr, not revenge. If you cannot accept that, return to Repton now.
You do not know Rhodri as I do, Eivor. You do not know what a slippery, lying shit he can be.
Enough talk of killing! I need a moment of calm.
You need mead.
No, Ivarr. True calm. A walk in the woods to clear the air. Or fishing. Would you go fishing with me?
Fishing, huh? Looking for a warm puddle to dangle your worm in?
I saw a small pond nearby. Will you come?
We can all take a moment to allow our blood to cool.
It's just up here.
I have no fondness for fishing. Where is the sport in it? There's no chance the fish will kill me.
Here will be good. Let's fish for eel. Dealav relishes nettle soup cooked with eels fresh from the water.
I will not fish. You go ahead.
Lots of hungry fish here.
Hooked! Bring it to shore! That's enough for now. Bishop Dealav will be pleased. Let's go tell Ivarr about our catch.
That took longer than clearing this village.
We caught some eel for a feast. The bishop should be pleased.
The simple fellow comes now.
Ah, a strange way to celebrate victory. But then again, our Christ was a fisher of souls, was he not?
Bishop, greetings! We've the makings for a delicious soup.
I'm grateful, Ceolbert, but my heart is heavy. So many homes burnt. We'll be years rebuilding.
You should have seen Ceolbert fight. He will be an elderman with sack and guts, fearsome and raw.
I should rather be fair and just, but I take the compliment.
I have sent word to the Britons. I pray King Rhodri will again be open to peace, in spite of his brother's murder.
It worked in our favor. Look where we landed. Britons begging for mercy like whiny pups.
We set the village ablaze, yes. But peace is not guaranteed. And it will take another sort of skill to win it. Restraint.
Our next steps are critical, my lords. And after what happened in Quatford, it is clear to me that Ivarr should lay low.
Lay low? After all I have done here, you tell me to dunk my head?
The good bishop is right, Ivarr. You have a warrior's heart, not a peacemaker's.
Fuck you, wolf-kissed. I know Rhodri, and I know the kind of tricks he will pull. That is me warning you. If you hear me farting, that is my welcome to the bastard.
You bruised his pride, Eivor.
If you have some balm for it, by all means, share it.
His pride makes him difficult, and his anger makes him hasty. But he is not without honest feeling. I will hunt him a great boar, I think. And together we'll roast it over a fire and tell tales of war. That should please him.
Bishop, we must prepare for Rhodri's arrival. Rally our men and set up a camp just here.
Peace or war will be decided, but not yet, not now. We must wait.
I loathe waiting.
It is all in God's hands. We can but pray and give thanks for this moment of rest.
The Britons have come!
The moment has ended.
This way, by the Great Oak!
Where is Ceolbert? He ought to be present for these talks as our future Elderman.
He went hunting. For wild boar, he said.
That was quite some time ago, no?
We cannot wait. We should settle the peace now.
Lady Angharad, greetings.
We come to speak of peace.
We are gladdened to hear it. But where is your great king?
He stays at the castle at my behest. I feared his presence would inflame the cutthroat Ivarr.
We have confined our cutthroat to his tent.
Both of us fretting over our war-hungry companions. It seems we are of the same mind.
A surplus of caution never did any harm. I count this as a blessing.
Perhaps then at long last we can end this war. Our peoples have suffered enough.
And your proposal?
We shall withdraw all our soldiers to the time-honored border of our lands. We ask only that you give us some days to collect our furnishings and leave Caustow Castle. In return, you pledge to end all hostilities as of this moment.
These terms are generous. We have a truce.
Truly.
Praise be, this is well and quickly done. God go with you and your king, Lady Angharad.
I salute you all. You waged a good war. Let us now wage a lasting peace. Ivarr, at the outset of our conflict, you gave me a boon of silver to ease our way to peace. As we have come to peace by another path, I return your silver in form of a small gift. Please accept this.
It is fine craftsmanship, my lady. Thank you. I wish you well.
I stand bewildered, Eivor. In the blink of an eye, years of blood and sweat are put to an end.
You have walked a difficult road, Bishop.
Ceolbert must learn the good news. Will you tell him when you see him?
I'll find him now.
Hey, Eivor.
Have you seen Ceolbert?
My brother saw him last.
Drunk as a mackerel, isn't he?
Celebrating the peace. Got started early.
Wake up!
Huh?
Where is Ceolbert?
Bert?
Did none of you see Ceolbert?
Only him, Drenger. You will have to wait until he sleeps it off.
How long before he's fit to speak, would you say?
A few hours should do it. Unless you find another way to rouse him.
Must be some way I can wake this drunk.
By Odin and Thor, it's freezing!
Nice nap?
That's a low thing to do to a man.
I am looking for Ceolbert.
The soft Saxon boy?
The next Elderman, yes.
Said he was going hunting to bring back a feast for Ivarr and the rest.
I know he went hunting, but where?
Round the mouth of a cave nearby. Follow the stream up the mountain, south of here.
That's enough to go on. Thank you. Cursed wolves. Paw prints and blood. Not from a boar. something through the dirt. Gilbert. Tears of Freya. Gilbert, you live. Stay quiet. You're badly hurt. A dragon on the hilt. Guards the Briton crest. Keep breathing, boy. Oh, you haven't got long. I will take you back to say your goodbyes. I can get you to the others. I'll go easy. Shh, save your strength. Hush. Hush, Gilbert. We'll soon be among friends.
By the hand of Thor!
Is that the Underling?
What is... Eivor, what happened? No. No! You foolish boy, what did you do?
I found him deep in a cave, beset by wolves. Ivarr.
Easy, boy. Easy.
Ivarr.
Get me an axe, right fucking now!
Ivarr. He's gone.
An axe!
His guard will take him as he is, axe or not.
Go to your god, boy. And I will sing for you in Valhalla. This was no wolf. Tell me what happened.
The Britons did this. I found this blade in his chest.
A Briton's dagger. Rodri! But why?
You murdered his brother. Did you think he would let that lie so easily?
I told you he was a trickster. Peace was never his goal. He takes blood for blood.
Bishop Deolav! Over here.
The walls of his fortress will not protect him. I will sheath this dagger into his lungs.
We must move fast then. Attack before Rodri can revel in his trick.
No mercy this time, Wolf-Kissed. You spared that wet turd Leofrith. We will not spare Rodri.
I swear.
Lord above, what's happened? Ceolbert!
Murdered.
May the Lord who frees you from sin save you and raise you up.
Sent the boy's body to his father. We'll want the Christian burial. Lady Angharad said Rodri is holed up in Caustow Castle. That may have been a lie or a tiny slip. Either way, we should find out.
There is a spot near the fortress to set up camp. We will scout it together.
A good plan. We go now.
Fine. And remember, leave Rodri to me. You men, mount up and follow me. There's work to be done. I should have seen this coming. I should have known he would come for the weakest of us.
You opened a bloody wound when you killed Rodri's brother.
Anything worth doing must be paid for in blood.
In Quatford, you told me Rhodri gave you that scar on your face. Is it a story worth telling?
If not worth telling, it is worth remembering. Years ago, I was headed back from the Western Isle. They have got fighters there. I had taken a bit of a beating. Put me in a surly mood. I wanted blood and silver, nothing more. So, me and my Drengir, sailing along the coast of Kemri, see a nice spot for landing, covered in mist. We drag our ships ashore. And just then, a cry came from atop a hillock. The troll-cursed Britons. The fog clears a bit. And there they are, all lined up. The biggest one calls out, "I am Rhodri, king of this land. That means shit to me!" I scream back. I give my boys a nod. And we raise up our axes and charge before they take a breath. We have the numbers. But the Britons are clever. It's marshland. The bog catches our boots, sucks us to a standstill. One by one, Rhodri cuts us to bits. He gets to me, lays his blade at my cheek, and gives me this nick. "Leave this land and give your people fair warning," he says. "Tell them King Rhodri gave you that cut. Hen shit," I say. Rhodri laughs and lets me go.
Quite a story, Ivarr. Son of Ragnar, killer of kings, conqueror of England and the Western Isle. You have lived a saga worth 10.
That I have. That sweat-sopped slug is just beyond those walls. May only be defeated by a dragon. My itching ass. He'll meet one all right.
Send a message to your men. We can build a camp here and lay plans for a surprise attack. Ivar's men waste no time. They're eager to pay out our revenge.
I am ready.
What in the name of Loki have you done?
Called in the dragon to help me slay Rhodri. Now what say you, Wolf-Kissed? Are you ready for war?
Rally the men, Ivarr. Let's have at it.
It is a good day to die.
The gate looks to be well defended.
My men are loading a cart with cauldrons of oil. We will blast right through that fucking gate. Rhodri! Show yourself!
I am here, boneless Ragnarsson. How is it you come in force when our peace has been concluded?
Do not mock us, whoreson! You splattered blood on our peace with the butchery of young Chalbert!
Speak what nonsense you please, Dane. If you mean war, our defenses are sure.
Gaze upon my face, King of Grow-Food, and meet the dragon that will devour you!
I see a spent old man playing at serpents.
Enough talking, Ivarr.
Bring the oil cart and set the fires! When I am done with Rhodri, I will tear the fat from his shanks and use it to fry our bread. Get the cart, boys! We will light it up in front of the gate! Get the wagons to the gates! I will wash the castle walls with Rory's blood! Marrow! Try the offside lead!
Give on here!
Protect the king!
Watch my lead!
Your king has
Come, help me with this.
Ivarr the Boneless. Huh. You make a pitiful dragon.
Bastard kicked me in the liver. I need some fresh air. Yeah. I felled the rotting old oak.
He's not dead.
No. I have something else planned. Spectacle, remember?
He's nothing now but a sad sack of flesh. Kill him and be done with it.
Oh no. This will be good. I have something specific in mind. A place and a method. Come.
All right, let's get this over with.
Load this lump of lard onto your horse and we will go. Take care he stays alive. Eivor, do not forget that load of rotten flesh called Rodri.
Where are we going?
An overlook I found while scouting. A view, one fit for a dying king.
There's no need for spectacle, Ivarr. Let the man die with honor.
No, no, no. He must die with style. How are you doing, dear king? Stay with us. You must not miss what is coming.
Hey! Troll driver!
I killed King Ella, King Osbert, King Edmund, and now King Rodri. Who else can claim such a string of victories?
Just finish me. It is not my place to interfere in this feud.
Does he breathe still?
Barely.
Rodri, are you listening? For years I wore this scar with shame. Nicked by a Briton and left alive. I tried to cover it with a beard, a cloak, but as your fame grew, I began to beam with pride. A king gave me this mark. What say you to this? What say you to this, Rodri? Huh? Speak up, you old bag of sweat and grease. Haul him up there, to the top, and keep him breathing.
Finish this quickly, Ivarr.
See here? A hungry blade. Now comes the dragon to feed on his favorite meal. The blood eagle.
Ivarr, is this?
The birth of a blood eagle is a sight to behold, my friend. First, I slice the length of your spine.
That is a Norseman. The true essence of old heroes. The Blood Eagle has no true meaning for Ivarr. He is doing it simply to take pleasure in suffering.
Now, I pull back the flesh.
The method will always outlive the meaning. Few in time will care why this man died. But the how, that is a song for the ages. The fog between good and evil grows thick over time. But glory never fades. There is nothing glorious here. Life is not pretty. It is a bloody fight.
Out come the lungs, and we spread them like wings. All of Mercia can see him now.
I have seen enough.
We are not finished, Eivor. This saga we have written together, it needs an ending. Here and now.
It is ended, Ivarr. I'm done with this place.
A fight to the death. You and me. If I win, I am the greatest Vikinger who ever lived. If I lose, what a tale you have to tell.
You are battle-drunk, Ivarr. Goodbye.
Poor Ceolbert. He barely said a word.
When?
I pushed that dragon dagger into his heart.
No.
Just a soft little squeal. Then, nothing.
You sick, cursed fuck-out!
The things a man must do. The trials one must face. The friends one must betray. To achieve one's destiny. And become king-killer forevermore.
Traitor! Ceolbert was...
like a son to me! Yes! Yes! So fight me, Wolf-Kissed, to a glorious death! This is a life, Eivor! To fight high above the world! Valhalla awaits! bleed like jailbirds! So close to death, so cold is my heart. Where are the winged maidens? My long road ends. The Valkyries approach. My axe, Eivor. Hand me my weapon.
Odin may have use for you, but this is more than you deserve. Do not shame him.
I hear their wings.
Carry the body to Quatford. We'll say our goodbyes there. And send a message to Ubisoft. Tell him his brother is dead.
Eivor, hello. Another dark day clouds our victory.
Bishop. Ubisoft.
Dead at the hands of a Briton. I cannot imagine the shame my brother felt in his final hour. Were it not for this peace.
I killed him.
You?
After peace was made, Ivarr murdered Jailbelt and pinned the crime on Rotary to get another swing at him.
How do you come to know this?
He told me himself.
I am always one who desires the truth, Eivor. But this is a hard thing to hear. Did he die well?
He died defending a grievous lie. I cannot say that is dying well.
Ivarr. I spent my whole life repairing the damage he inflicted. Still, he was my brother. With Ivarr gone, peace and quiet are now possible. That is something. I will console myself for the thought that we will meet again in Valhalla. Axe in hand. For good or ill, he lived life by his own rules. What man can say better?
He lived his life at cross purposes. I often found him strange and his actions puzzling. But not all men are meant to be understood.
He needs a proper farewell. I will prepare a ship for his funeral pyre.
Bishop, send word to Lady Angharad. Say that her husband died by treachery, and that Ivarr has paid the price for it.
As soon as I am able.
Have you heard from King Ceolwulf? I cannot imagine his grief.
He is felled by it. Still, he makes plans for this shire. I am to be Elderman here. Therefore, Sciropescire declares herself your friend and ally, and will remain so for the length of my days.
I'm grateful, Bishop.
God go with you, Eivor, wherever you may lead.
My brother. May your time in Valhalla be bright and glorious.
Bringer of battle song. The boneless one sails into a singing glory on the flaming water.
steeds. Wind across the water. The battle maidens beat their wings to carry a king to Odin's hall of corpses.
Ivarr gone. Sciropescire an ally. I should confer with Randvi.
Good day.
We are allied with Sciropescire, but at a grievous cost. Young Chelbet was killed.
Yes, my scouts told me. Such a tragic death for so dubious a gain. I hope you paid his killers back in kind.
Justice was done.
Ceolbert will be remembered. He was good company in the short time he was with us.
He was. I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me more about Kent.
Basim has written, claiming to have found the woman Fulke and asking for your aid. He has taken shelter at St. Hadrian's Priory.
Any news of Sigurd?
Nothing he mentioned. But if he has found the paladin Fulke, Sigurd cannot be far behind.
I will go as soon as I can.
Good. Be safe, Eivor.
Did not Augustine make a distinction between faith and understanding? What I mean to say is, faith is paramount. Yes, for without it, Christ's sacrifice means nothing.
He died to save us, did he not? From the original sin of Adam and Eve? Yet evil persists.
Yes, evil persists because he gave us free will.
Does a newborn babe, slain by a despot, have free will?
Yes. No, I mean, that is too simplistic.
Or the priest whose heart is torn from his chest by the wolf? Judas, who was predestined to betray the Nazarene?
Some argue Judas was used.
Do my ears deceive me, Brother Hortbert? You question the scriptures? Declare Judas an innocent? A preposterous blasphemy!
No, that is not what I said. Brother Cedric, am I not the most pious of his servants?
Out! Out!
Making new friends?
A person's tongue gives you a taste of their heart, Eivor. And such information is often useful.
And how do these sallow Christians taste?
It was only a figure of speech, Eivor, and I have tired of it already.
Is this how it must be between us?
Of course not. I'm grateful that you have come.
What happened in Mercia still puzzles me. Fulke saw something in Sigurd. A power, a legacy. What is it she wants?
Her motives are difficult to fathom, but that can come later. Let's find your brother first.
Agreed. If we do this, you'll earn the right to call me friend 10,000-fold. So, what is your plan?
We are deep in their god's heartland. A heathen and a heretic. To hunt Fulke, we'll need a Christian snare.
Fulke is hardly a saint herself. These Christians abhor her strange ideas.
True. But unlike us, she can carry herself as one of them. She won't hide from everyone. Not with a prisoner in tow.
So, where to begin?
I've made a friend. Abbot Cunibert. Full of pious fire. But with ambition that far outweighs his wit.
And what does your friend Cunibert know?
Come. I will introduce you. And we'll hear the full tale together.
Have you found some peace in your time alone, Basim?
I am always at peace, and never alone. I move among the people of the world with great joy. I watch them, study them, learn from them at all times. This is our duty, the Hidden One's calling.
You know, for the first time since we've met, you sound more like you're a princess than yourself.
Surely Hytham sounds like me, if I have taught him well.
Your creed and your tenets, you mean?
That's right. And a sense of, how should I say, deep responsibility to the betterment of mankind.
That's quite an ambition. But it doesn't explain what you see in Sigurd. My brother is not so generous.
Ah, but your brother is someone special, important. And I want him to see that. I hope to show it to him.
Is this not a blessed plot? God's own country. And this Eden should be given to his servants to tend.
Abbot Cunibert. This is the Norse I spoke of.
Ah, yes. And quite a fearsome one at that.
Basim says you know the paladin Fulke.
Indeed. The Lady Fulke passed this way not more than a month ago. We talked, we drank. Very pleasant woman.
And where is she?
Eivor will be your axe, Abbot. Whether to fell a tree or hew the limbs from an enemy.
What have you promised him?
Oh, just a trifle, Eivor. A little problem I believe you can help me with.
Speak your terms plainly, Abbot. I will decide if the bargain is worth my time.
Ah! Your wolf shows its teeth, Basim.
Let's cut to the point. What favor would you ask in exchange for Fulke?
Some weeks ago, our alderman in Kent was called to God. A terrible loss. King Alfred has chosen his replacement, but has not yet announced the name. I must know it. Now.
All of Kent will see soon enough which Thane he has chosen. Why not wait?
I want early access. To woo him, before his exalted position is made public and every fool is at his door.
Who else knows the chosen man?
The king's emissary. Sent with a letter of congratulations to the new alderman. Intercept him and bring me the news. When I know the Thane's name, we'll discuss how I might win his favor.
Why not kill him in secret and petition Alfred for the seat?
As a man of God, I cannot. Besides, he who stands behind the throne can better pull on the puppet's threads.
This emissary, how will I find him?
Tunbridge Monastery sent word that the king's men always pass a few nights in their hospitality. Begin there.
I'll get the alderman's name. You find Fulke.
All in good time. Now, if we're done, I have business up the south coast. Falkenston has the best fish in Wessex.
Then I will find you there, when the alderman's name is mine.
Cunibert is ambitious, but well-connected. We will not find Fulke without him.
I suppose we'll see. What will you do?
I'm not done playing with these Christians yet. I will see you in Falkenston.
Alfred's emissary spent a few days here. Someone may know where he went.
Stay away from me, stranger. I'm busy. Leave me be.
I'm in no mood for wind belching, so choose your words well.
I heard the king's men came through here, caused a stir. A man of your wit noticed them, I bet.
I am witty. Finally, someone sees. I'm always telling the wife, but will she listen? Will she bollocks?
Alfred's emissary. Where?
Him and the bard ended up in a copse by the bridge doing Lord knows what. Sounded like they were murdering a cat.
Singing?
If you say so.
God teaches obedience and humility, and yet our abbot would defy Alfred.
You're not welcome here. Get away with you!
Who are you? Loitering and lollygagging?
I'm looking for someone. An emissary from Alfred. Have you seen such a man?
Ooh, la-di-da. Listen to you, all high and mighty. Get away with you, you valley lily.
If you would rather feel the edge of my blade, it can be arranged.
Yeah, that I respect. Forceful, to the point, as refreshing as a summer ale.
You're a strange fish. Did you see the man or not?
I did. He was getting pie-eyed with that bard Gowan and causing quite a ruckus. They left together. See? That wasn't hard, was it?
Harder than it should have been. There was a bard drinking with the emissary. I should find him. See if he knows anything.
Someone stole my trews. Tra-la-la-la, fanny, fanny, ferrati.
You there. You alive?
Patience is a tired horse. Ploddity plod, plod.
Another tottering teat sucker who can't hold his drink. Let's clear your head.
Oh, it's cold as a witch's tit in here! Oh, God's truce! Fie on you! Oh, what infernal wakes me?
Are you the tale weaver?
Gowan the dandelion. For the seeds of my stories flit upon the winds of Wessex. But why, mule, do you kick my noggin?
You and Alfred's emissary were drinking in the tavern. Tell me where he went.
Were we? I was so ale-addled. Perhaps a small and silver thing upon my palm might help me recall?
How about something long and sharp in your gut?
All right, no need for that. You paint a vivid picture, Dane. He was headed to the White Coast to the southeast, Dover Fortress. He said it is where they train those religious fanatics, zealots. They pray all night instead of sleeping.
My thanks. And in return, wisdom. Too much beer-bibbing will grow a fool in wit and words.
My thanks, weaver of the obvious. Now leave me to my unholy punishment.
If I could steal the letter without killing the emissary, it would keep me out of trouble.
I heard he was captured by Danes and they ate his heart.
Elderman Diocle got blind drunk and likely staggered off the White Cliffs.
So who will take his place? Thane Fairfax, Landry, Tedmund?
None are worth the shit on a sheep's arse. I would not cast my vote for one of them.
A defiant stance for one who cannot cast a vote.
Alfred's chosen ealdorman is a thane called Tedmund. The Abbot Cunibert will want to know. I should meet Basim and the Abbot in Falkenston.
so you must try my...
Eivor, you have news?
Kent's new ealdorman will be Thane Tedmund.
Tedmund? Oh, the Lord is testing me. He is made mouse by you Danes. Barely leaves his fortress at Rochester. How might I gain his influence if he will not speak to me? Or to anyone? 'Tis a puzzle.
To inspire loyalty, Tedmund must owe you something, such as his life.
Go on.
A fortress stormed, a man kidnapped. If you beat back his enemy, saved him from sure death, his gratitude would...
Swell. It would know no bounds. But that fortress will be harder to pry open than a nun's knees.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Are you hiding something, Basim?
There is a lumber mill nearby, correct?
Beamisfield. Alfred invests much in fortifying Wessex, and uses our forests to do so. The mill provides his wood.
Tedmund is there.
Impossible! How do you know?
I heard rumors that Tedmund had been lured out of self-exile to manage work on the fortifications of Canterbury.
Taking him from a lumberyard is less dangerous than assaulting a fortress. But your rescue attempt will not have the same flair. Is it worth it?
It may still work. Yes. Yes. Bring him to the megaliths.
And Fulke?
When I have Tedmund's fealty, you shall have Fulke. Now go. I will rustle up a small rescue party. I do a roaring trade at Recounting and Tunbridge.
How about a round of dice?
Catch.
The monks? Do those parchment-skinned Christians ever eat meat?
Don't you believe in Jesus? They refrain but can eat.
I'm wary of this abbot, Basim. He is self-serving and evasive. Can he really deliver Fulke?
The abbot is a friend of Fulke's. That is clear.
So long as he doesn't suspect our motive, we may have a chance.
Indeed. This brings to mind a story. Perhaps you've heard of it. The Scorpion and the Frog.
A children's story?
A cautionary tale. The Scorpion wants to cross the river, but he cannot swim. So he enlists the help of the Frog. The Frog agrees to carry him on his back, extracting a promise that the Scorpion will not sting him.
Let me guess. The Scorpion reneges, blaming his nature, and both drown.
The Scorpion crosses the river and stings an innocent man, killing him. So what does this tale tell us?
That your stories are clouded and their meaning doubly so?
It shows that every tale has 1,000 possible outcomes, many of which are surprising. If the abbot does not deliver Fulke, he will die at my hand. And we will continue our search.
A sobering approach.
You prefer to work in the shadows. Beamisfield is just ahead. Lead. I will follow.
I hope this chase will catch us a plump hen.
Once the abbot has Tedmund's gratitude, he will... Once the abbot has Tedmund's gratitude, he will deliver Fulke. It will cost us nothing more than this.
If that leaden wit keeps his word. Stop caterwauling and you'll live.
Live? Oh,
me!
Silence will save you, Tedmund. Silence, not your saints.
Flee, my friend. We have the man we came for. Does this venture not set your blood ablaze?
You don't prefer working in the shadows?
And so we have. To steal a man, take him with swiftness, and escape without anyone on our heels. We hide in plain sight. Such is our way. But only until the moment of success. The final strike.
I prefer to act and speak plain. Kings and lords who do not are often misunderstood.
Yet as a leader yourself, you cannot deny that subtlety and intrigue are a cloak you must wear. How many of your clan know the true circumstances of Sigurd's absence? You see my point. A leader must know when to speak and when to stay silent. For silence is not always a lie.
It can feel like one. You truly embrace the concept of hiding in plain sight, eh? To its very fullest.
As I do in everything.
Halt, Danes! In the name of Alfred, King of Wessex, I demand you release his royal subject into my care.
Come no closer, Christian, else your man dies by my blade.
Please, I'm not the man you want.
Keep your eye on this one. He'll be worth a hefty bounty.
Any false moves and I will snip your heels.
We have your man. Now let's finish this shadow play and be gone.
Are you sure that's Tedmund? He's dressed as a lord, but that man is shorter and fatter than I recall.
I'm not Tedmund. I'm not. I swear upon the Holy Rood, I am not Thane Tedmund.
What in heaven's name is happening here?
Who are you? Speak quickly, or I will slit your throat and leave you for the crows.
Shergar. I'm called Shergar. Lord Tedmund pays me a measly coin to serve as his double.
Brother Shergar, you are far from Augustine's priory.
I left the cloisters many moons ago, Your Holiness. The monastic life was not my calling.
We can use you yet, Shergar. Summon Tedmund to a meeting. Get him out in the open.
Tedmund has no care for me or what I have to say. My orders come by letter, never by mouth. I hardly know the man.
You're of no use to us, then. Perhaps I should just kill you here and now.
No, wait. Let me think. Oh, Danes. To storm the walls, you need Danes. There's a raiding camp west of here I was told to be wary of. Acting as Tedmund, I ordered a band of soldiers to capture them. If you hurry, you may be able to stop this.
If another band of Danes wants to join our assault, we'll have the distraction we need to get inside Rochester.
If the Saxons don't slaughter them first.
I am still Tedmund to the men in the field. I could speak with their captain, send his men away.
It's a fearless plan.
The Nordnir knit winding paths that cannot be unknotted. It seems Rochester was always in our path. Abbot, stay alert. We'll send word when we're ready to capture Tedmund.
And this fool? He knows much of our plan.
Do what you want with him. I won't risk our plan on the shambling of this fool.
Come, Brother Shergar. And perhaps today would be the time to consider a vow of silence?
An army of Danes is all we need to take the fortress.
Let us hope. It is best to snare a wasp with honey. Have you ever considered more subtlety?
I leave manipulation to you, Basim. You appear to see it as an art.
It is both art and science to bend a man to your will. And harder still, to convince them that they are firmly in control.
You murdered our people! Men, women, children!
Pipe down, you dogs! Your slaves of Kent now! You die now! We keep our wits about us!
We owe you our lives, friend. These Saxon whoresons would have killed us all.
Yes, they would have. And now's your chance to hit back. March with us on Rochester and drain it of riches.
I would gladly, friend. But we few will not break those iron-thick walls.
And we have no allies in Wessex. None who could be called upon to attack their countrymen.
Mercia will heed the call. Gidrich will provide our Viking a horde. We'll send a message to Confronting. The men of Mercia would gladly take a swipe at Wessex. What is your name, warrior?
Runa Egilsdotter.
We need ships, Runa.
We have a small fleet moored upriver, but a naval chain blocks passage to Rochester's walls.
I will remove it, and your people will bring their ships. Now, gather these fallen weapons and armor. Gidrich and the men of Confronting will need them to hide their Mercian origins.
My warriors were denied Valhalla today. I cannot bear the idea of gifting their weapons to more Saxons.
Their sacrifice was great. Their gift will be all the greater.
They will know justice with our victory. It will calm their restless shades, I promise. Will your men bring the armor to the battle?
And what is our plan?
In the morning, you will go to Buckingham, remind Gidrich of his promise. When you have his bond, meet me on the shore near Rochester, with the ships.
But Cunibert must be warned in advance. He'll need time to muster his rescue party.
Runa, that is your task. I will tell you where to meet him before you leave.
All seems in order. At first new light, I will leave.
Good. That gives us time to drink. You've traveled so far to carry out your duty. Is this the life of a hidden one? Always on the move?
No. Mine is not the usual path. The Creed does travel. Our ideals are universal. We believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home?
No place I call home. No.
Weird.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
No one? Not even Hytham?
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters alone. Without Sigurd, I would have...
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Yes.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you. I was not so lucky. I had a son. I miss him terribly. Even now.
I am sorry, Basim.
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend, a mentor. A man who I would trust with anything. But a man you trust with anything can take everything. He took all I had. All I had.
With the chain down, Gidrich and the ships can get through.
Hey! Hi! Stop! You finished!
Eivor, we await your orders.
You brought your weapons and armor.
Aye, Raven Tamer.
Good. Now we dig in and wait for our friends. Well met, old friend.
When the chance arrived to lodge an axe in the sod of Wessex, you thought of me. Such an honor.
Is everything else in place, Eivor? Are we ready to take Rochester?
Rally our army. We will drag this mouse from his hole. Then we will put them out.
Time to die!
Now the Saxon goes to his grave!
Go down into hellfire!
A good strike, Eivor!
Hey, what?
Say good.
I'll kill you before I let you take this fortress! I'll cut you down, Dane! Rochester will not fall to you, rabid pack of mongrels! To take this fortress, Dane. Alfred's army will smear your innards across the battlements.
We're not here for stone and sand, Thane Tedmund.
I shit on you! You and your toy gods! I will not bow to you like some puppet's lord! I would rather die!
How much will your king pay us to keep your sniveling head upon your neck?
An army marches upon us from the south. A holy man from St. Hadrian's Priory, backed by a field.
Ah, then, Abbot. Kinnebert, God be praised. If riches are all you care about, the church has it in abundance.
If the terms are fair, you'll have your freedom. A chest or two of silver for a shit-stained sewer rat.
Stay quiet, or I'll not be able to stop my friend from slitting your throat.
Ah! Watch yourself, heathen. You handle me too roughly. You will die for the indignities you've showered upon
I mean
me,
no offense,
Dane.
Thane. You're only a hefty ransom to me, nothing more.
This is why you batter down my gates, kill my men, for a purse of grubby coin? You have no honor!
Enough! I'll return...
You there, heathens! Let this good man go, or suffer an iron sickness.
And what do you offer us in return?
Your lives?
We lost many good men storming this keep. It will not be in vain, Christ's slave. 20 chests of silver.
Give them what they ask, Kinnebert.
A hefty sum that will leave God's coffers hollow? I cannot give it up without some assurance. Tedmund!
You extort me in return for my life? You were swiftly met, Abbot. Not long after these scallious worms took my fort.
On the Lord's bidding, Tedmund. At prayer, a terrible vision befell me. A host of heathens, your life in danger.
A coincidence I find rather... rather ominous, Abbot. Do you...
God help you, man. Are you well?
Air! I need air!
He's dead.
The work of poison, no doubt.
No. Rouse the man. He cannot be dead. He must not be dead.
Poison. How does the man die of poison in our arms?
Many great kings and paranoids have carried poison in times of war, as an alternative to capture and ransom.
A catastrophe. Alfred will choose another and... By the saints! Alfred! How will I explain this to the king?
We followed this road to its end, Cunibert. You may not like where it led, but you owe us our half of the bargain.
You shall have your paladin. I need a day. Return to my abbey tomorrow, and you shall... Oh dear.
These delays are grinding at my bones. We should abandon Cunibert. Find Fulke ourselves.
Peace, Eivor. Speak with Giedrich and relieve him of his oath. I'll meet you at Cunibert's Abbey.
You fought like beasts, escaped from your hell today, Giedrich. Your oath to me is fulfilled.
It was good to stand shoulder to shoulder with you against the pox dogs of Wessex. May our friendship endure.
This tangle-briar of Christians and lords means nothing to me. I'm here for Sigurd.
I understand. When you find him again, come see me. We'll feast and sing, with mead and friendship to warm us.
Agreed. The guards here are vigilant. It is too quiet here. Where are the brothers, or the abbot's men? I would say well met, brother, but I cannot shake off the needle itch of dread. Is something wrong?
I followed the abbot here, kept him in my sight. But the monks, his servants, I have seen nothing of them.
Dead?
I do not think so. But there is no good here in this grave hush.
And where is the abbot now?
In his quarters. Come, and be on your guard.
Does this have the stench of betrayal to you?
Why would the godly shepherd ally with the heretic?
Cunibert is a man who craves power and position. With Tedmund dead, he must find it somewhere else.
There is truth in that. Keep your eyes and blade sharp.
Cunibert, your guests have arrived. Come. Supper's ready. The dear abbot sent me a warm invitation, said my friends were eager to meet with me. It's early for supper, I know. but Kinnabert's ale goes so well with roasted lamb and cinnamon blueberry peas. I couldn't resist.
Where is my brother?
Is he not here? Mon Dieu. I never told him.
Kill her, and we'll never find Sigurd.
Sit, Ava. Eat. And let me tell you the tale of a man who talks with gods.
You mock me. I've killed for much less.
Of course you have. Isn't that the way of this ugly world? We cull the sheep and thin the flock as we see fit, you and I. Most who walk the earth are little more than talking blood bladders, wasted flesh. But not Sigurd. Sigurd is something else. Sigurd has been touched. He is deified. The gods, they speak through him.
You lured him in with that lie. Your words are bile and blight.
You should have listened, Ivarr. I tried to tell you. The gods are real and their power is within our grasp. You will never find him. Not till I have had my fill. To old friends. This really is delicious, Kinnabert. Is it cloves I taste? Well, that concludes supper. Kill them, and bring their bodies to my sanctum in Canterbury.
They will be upon us soon. Maybe there is another way out.
Fulke let slip that her sanctum is at Canterbury.
She did, and with no cause. I'd approach the place with caution. It may be a lie.
It may be, but it's the only lead we have.
I hope all this innocent sacrifice is worth the trouble.
It's Sigurd, my brother. Of course it is.
Then come, let us dive into the maw of death. I was never keen on seeing my winter years.
If they see me, this will come message.
This place swarms with Fulke's people. Sigurd will be well guarded. Caution and subtlety should be our path.
Ready? Follow me. I should be cautious around here.
This is a trap. Why would Fulke give us her sanctum?
She baits us. Cocksure and arrogant. She cannot see failure in her path.
Her fearful wit would say otherwise. Whatever we find, keep your head.
Chest bites me like a child.
I guard you like a father. Nothing is served with your brutal end. You have much to do in this life. I know it.
More riddles, sly tongue.
No riddles. I sense a greatness within you both. Your destiny is not to stain the stones of this godhouse with your blood.
To arms, Basim!
So we are to blunder in like an ox?
Come here!
Mongrel!
Help me out here! Come, help me with this.
If she's still here, I will burn this Christ house to the...
You die now!
If she's still here, I will burn this Christ house to the ground.
Fulke! I'm here! Face me! Have a care, Eivor. You will play into her hands.
What does it mean, these word tangles that speak of elves and demons? Details on the Order of the Ancients. Fulke ranks high among them, but is not their head. By Odin, this is a sick tapestry she wove. For every drop of his blood she spilled, I will take a meat horn more. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. The plans to the great fortress in Wessex. Is there something here we can use to breach it? Tell me that you found something. Anything we can use!
I may have. A fortress in Sussex. The Order trained soldiers there.
We must be sure. Sigurd is running out of time. Anything else?
Documents of interest to the Hidden Ones. Hythen will surely want to look. But for Sigurd, Porchester is our only lead. If he is in Porchester Castle, we'll need a massive army to crack its walls.
I have many friends in England now. If I call on them, they will come.
They will.
Basim. She severed his arm clean off. Can a man survive such a loss?
Physically, he can. Mentally, it's hard to say. So much stress can drive a man to despair.
If you suggest he might take his own life as Tedmund did, banish that idea. I must tell my people at the settlement that their Jarl remains a captive. They will not take it well.
We will not fail again, Eivor. I'll scout ahead and send word to the settlement when I know more of Porchester. Be ready.
Where is he? Where is Sigurd?
He's alive.
But not with you. Where is he?
Dag, not now. I need to speak with Randvi.
You never found him, did you? Tell us, Eivor! We deserve the truth!
I need to speak with Randvi. Step aside, now.
You never found him, because you didn't look. I see you, Eivor. I know what you are.
Eivor, you come alone. I fear what that means for Sigurd.
I could not find him. That madwoman Fulke, she slipped away, took him to Sussex. We need an army. Call on our alliances. Remind them of their oath to me. We must act before...
Before what, Eivor?
She tortured him, Randvi. Did unspeakable things. Severed his arm and left it as a gift. I fear she means to kill him. Slowly.
Gods.
Eivor! Eivor! Face me, Eivor!
Stop there, wolf-kissed! This ends now.
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me, and I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl? Without a purpose? Watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it! My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home!
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death!
You spew nonsense, Dag. This is absurd.
Enough! Let the circle be made! I'll crush you underfoot!
Please, both of you!
Is that the best you can do? You've got soft! Pathetic!
Stop!
I do not want to do this! Walk away! You walk a fool's path, Dag. This does not need to happen. A coward to the last. Have courage, Eivor. I won't make it quick. Eivor. Are you scared? Only what I must do. Do you not see what you do? There's no honor in this. What do you know of honor that Sigurd did not teach you? You sucker at his feet and then leave him to die! You should have listened. You might have saved yourself! I would grant you exile. Leave this place, but go with your life. Spare me your pity and fight! So be it. You leave me no choice.
Please! Please, both of you!
You could have waited. You could have come with me. You are a fool, Dag. You see why they're scuffing you. Silence! If I had any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool. He forced my hand. Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes. He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something? Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you. You should not have come to this, old friend. Take this. Fly to Odin's Hall. Whatever you sought in this life, may you find it in the next. Go to your homes. I will lay him to rest. Go to your homes! Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath. And this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unbanished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you. And I will burn the fields and dredge the rivers of Essex to find him. That is my oath. That is my oath. I will find Sigurd. You will not be without your Jarl, as I promise. You lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. I miss hearing you tell your stories, old friend. But I remember them well.
How do you feel, Eivor?
I would rather not talk about it.
I understand.
I want to see the Alliance map. mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Is London as dark and grubby as they say?
Not since it almost burned to the ground.
Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss! King Oswald sends his regards.
Brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's, good to see you, Eivor. Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There will be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
Not since it almost burned to the ground. All those charred roof timbers really let in the light.
Eivor, my second favorite Norse.
Up in flames. Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
I heard about that. The whole waterfront up in flames.
With that aside, we are making great strides to improve the lives of its people.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Gutrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. I have carved a furrow through this teeming land, and the skulls sing loud of my deeds.
Those who boast have something to prove. The great have no need for it.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we're able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I will not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croydon. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Eivor has brought many allies together from all over the land.
Like these two fine fellows. Brother and Broder.
Help! What? We have the advantage.
Use a hand here!
Damn you! Flank the idiots! Press hard!
I've seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester.
Portal to Valhalla, but not you. Why is that?
When you have stared into it.
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I'm reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
We bring Christ's blessing!
You're going down!
Time is now! We have this!
Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester! They flee like rabbits! Then we chase them like hounds! That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow arse!
Leave him! The day is already won!
No!
Cut you down!
Death has found you, Saxon! You'll join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly? If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it. You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within him. Gods, I've never seen the raucous bastard so quiet.
You are wounded, Broder. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine. Knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here?
Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Fulke is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Eadke, Stow. Right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt. We will leave immediately.
Besides, they're men of Essex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uba, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I will join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uba, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Uba Ragnarsson, it puts me at ease to see you here. Welcome.
Eivor Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry.
Now here is a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grantebridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
What I would give to be there when he appears in Odin's hall. Old One-Eye will have his hands full tonight. But I cannot let my brother lie forgotten in unknown soil. I must take him home. Bury him with what finery I can muster.
I understand. May Freya watch your way, Broder. Until we meet again.
Aye. Until then.
Isn't it pleasant?
Eadke, Stow. Ready to attack?
I have reservations.
Sparrowheart has reservations.
Though Mercia wars often with Wessex, these people are Christians. Perhaps I can talk to them to avert more bloodshed.
More lives than these are at stake, Stow. You would warn them of our intention.
I understand. I promise my aid and I will keep my word.
Enough wringing of souls. Time to act.
Onward! Take the Saxons' camp! This place is heavily guarded.
Coward! Shoot! Shoot!
Spread out! We have this!
The camp is ours.
That wasn't so hard, was it, Stow?
Even one man's death is too many.
Now I must see about destroying Fulke's supplies. My hood here. The camp is ours.
That wasn't so hard, was it, Stow?
Even one man's death is...
With swords. One of them is a Thane by his dress. Serious man with him, too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit.
Push through the bastard! No!
Soma, what is happening here?
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulke will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
We burn them from afar. Watch them scatter like cats.
A sound decision. I agree.
Archers! Take your positions! Stand ready, Eivor. When they see us, they will charge. We must defend the men. Here they come! Stand fast, Eivor! Protect the archers!
They will not get past me!
Again they come! How many more can there be? The numbers dwindle! We are winning!
Do not falter now, Soma!
Never!
Enough! Crowley dances with harms. Soon it will be ashes.
Archer! Lower your bows and return to camp!
The forges have been destroyed. No more weapons will be made here.
Well fought, Eivor. My archers and I will return to camp and await your further orders.
A forest of Saxon swords awaits within those walls of stone. I should consult with Basim. He will be nearby. What have you discovered?
Bridgewater swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that two of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Porchester.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
I should return to our camp. So, my Jarlskona, you seem grave.
I'm thinking on the battle to come. Every conflict has a cost. I wonder who will pay this time.
We are no strangers to loss, you and I.
The ache of absent souls is a wound that never heals. But we may yet return your brother to your side. There is that.
Fulke and her men will bear the cost today, not us.
I wish I were as sure of it as you.
Ubisoft, any advice before we begin?
Vice, you need none of that now. You stand in no one's shadow, Eivor.
Lofty praise from the son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
It may be that one day our paths lead us to doom, Eivor. But at least we can say the footprints we left were our own.
Bishop Deolav. Strange to see a man of God on the battle lines.
It may surprise you, but I was no stranger to horse and hunt in my younger days.
It is Saxons we fight this day, Deolav. Not Britons, and not in Mercia.
It is Fulke I fight. A false Christian preaching a corruption of God's word. If I can assist in her downfall, I will.
Then you're welcome here, friend.
You are quite the agent of chaos. Fulke's men are chasing their tails, not knowing where you will strike next.
Porchester has neither the supplies nor the forces to keep us out now.
And you have bought time for your allies to arrive. Many have come, not least the bishop here.
As I promised. As the keeper of God's word, it would be poor form if I did not keep my own.
Now, if the talking is done, there's blood to be spilled.
Eivor, dark news. We found a letter on one of the dead. Fulke has called for aid.
Reinforcements.
A Saxon army marches from Winchester.
Then my men and I will ride to meet them. We will harry them every step of the way to buy you time.
We may begin the assault at once, or you might wish to speak with your allies, if you've not done so already.
Warm words do thaw the chill of battle fear.
We march. When the sun sets on this day, Sigurd will be returned to us, and Fulke's head will be on a spike.
Let us begin.
Ivarr! Did you enjoy the gift I left you in Canterbury?
You will die today, Fulke! But your men may live if you come here, to me, and settle this alone.
We have nothing to settle. Die on these walls if you will. It is your choice.
No wall is high enough to keep me from you.
Then come! Claim your brother if you can. I shall wait with him. If you would find us, you need only follow his screams.
Fulke! What will the Scalds say when they speak of this day? They will say we unleashed such rampant slaughter that Odin himself stirred on his throne to watch. They will say that ravens blackened the sky to feast on Saxon dead. So raise your swords with me now, brothers and sisters, for today is the day we carve our names into legend! I'm coming for you, brother.
So many battles and so few scars, Basim. What's your secret? Aha! Simplest strategies are the best.
Sigurd was here once, but no longer. Where has Fulke taken him? The church! Fulke must have taken him there. Come on, Basim! Fulke!
I have done all I could to help him, Eivor. The rest is up to you.
No! No! Brother! I'm here for you. I have you.
Let me stay with him. You deal with Fulke.
I'll come back for you. I promise. You cower from me, Fulke, like a rat in the dark.
We're all in the dark, Ava. It is the search for the light that brings us closer to the gods.
Save your babble. Death is our language now.
You fight beneath the banner of ignorance, Ava. I could pull back the curtain for you, give you a glimpse of what lies beyond.
I need nothing from you. This ends here.
Than you know. Do you not wonder, Ivarr, at the things I have learned?
Every word you say is madness.
Sigurd is an ancient one, an archon, Nephilim, Isu, call him what you will. He is reborn.
He is my brother and my Jarl, and you are mind-sick.
He is everything we should hope to be.
Fulke! Damn you to hell! Fulke! You can't run from me forever! Nobody touch her. She's mine.
You are too late, Ivarr. I have opened your brother's mind to the truth. That is my victory. And you will go with me to the grave. My flesh, but my work will live on for all time. You are more like your brother.
stand, Eivor. Rally to your heart! She has saved your brother!
Animals we are. Spit and vomit. Shit and soil. Sigurd is so much more. I gave him that understanding. That gift.
You gave him pain!
Yes! To awaken him! All that power! All that potential locked away! A god! Trapped in a prison of bones! Pain was necessary to free him! Behold his terrible beauty! The beauty of the
Hers was the great work, the highest achievement of humankind. Now you, Eivor, you must carry it forward. Sigurd!
I can walk. Let me walk.
Sigurd!
Eivor. I will fight. As a thresher through a field of wheat, mad one.
What has she done to you?
Eivor! We delayed them as long as we could.
Reinforcements from Winchester have come.
Get Sigurd to a boat. I'll hold them off till you're safely away.
Fight well, Eivor. Find us at the settlement when you can.
Archers! To the walls!
Damn these Saxon dogs! Don't they give up?
Stand with me, Uba! Turn the tide!
Stay strong! Victory's close at hand!
Keep your wits about you, son. Don't get careless now.
Never!
One last effort! Drive them back!
By Thor, we're not done yet.
Do not falter now, then! For Odin! And for glory! Is that the last of them?
We have beaten them back for now, but without Guthrum's army, we do not have the numbers to hold this fort.
We found Sigurd. That is what matters.
Guthrum was hasty in his judgment, Eivor. You are fit to stand with the best of us. Go to your brother. The words of one beloved will heal him faster than herbs. I will see to matters here.
May the gods guide you, Uba. Until we meet again.
Sigurd Jarl! Back where you belong. Oh, I missed you, my brother.
Yeah, you missed me?
Yeah.
Once or twice, I hear.
What?
You took your time to find me. Was it for this? To enjoy your time on my throne?
I did only what you asked of me.
You slew all those who questioned you.
That is not what happened. Randvi will tell you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. My dear wife, brought to me as a gift by her clan to pacify my ambition. Yes, I'm sure she will be the one to tell me the truth.
What did that witch Fulke do to you?
You cannot even begin to imagine the things I've seen, what I've learned. Born of gods is who I am. A lord of war, a Roman Mars. I know who I am, I know my destiny, and you will not hinder me!
Brother.
Forgive me. I am faint. Tired of the day and all that has passed. I need air.
He's been this way since his return. Could you speak with him? Settle his mind?
I can try.
Stand with cheer, one and all. Today is a day of celebration.
There you are, brother. What are you doing here? I was looking for you. Sigurd.
Dark died defending my honor?
So he claimed.
Then he was a fool. My honor needs no defense. It is stone solid, unblemished.
I offered him a way out, but...
Shh. Say nothing more of the past. It is gone. There is a rift as deep as death between then and now. I was tested, Ivarr, in a crucible of blood and fire. And in my agony, I was reborn. You may think me less than I was, but this is not so. I am greater than before. My mind is a wellspring of prophecies, visions that tell me who I truly am. For all that, I am grateful for my suffering.
Sigurd, I want to understand, but all you say makes little sense.
Basim saw these things in me. Fulke, too. Despite her cruelty, she spoke the truth. I am more than the man I was. More than this hobbling stick that stands before you. You must look harder, Eivor. Deeper. See for yourself what they found in me. Do you see it? My greater self.
I don't know what that means.
Look. This is the face of a god.
I see only my brother and my truest friend returned to where he is loved and cherished, where he's meant to be.
You are kind, but your eyes are clouded by the past, a place I can no longer see. I fear our paths diverged long ago. Go. I wish to be alone. Return to my feast and drink for me. Celebrate the days to come in my name.
message has come. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Good day, Eivor. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast, and when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he is barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful? That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed.
You look well.
I want to see the Alliance map. What of Essex?
We received a summons from the Elderman and his Lady of Colchester, requesting you specifically for a matter of great secrecy.
Foreboding. And who is this Elderman? One of King Alfred's lackeys?
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
I will leave at once.
An alliance in Essex would be invaluable, but go with caution.
It seems Alderman Bierstan has made this ruin his longhouse.
Right, damn Bierstan. His household is as poorly run as his lands.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater run is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Bierstan does not return soon, wine will not be the only thing spilled upon his floors.
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at least.
Lord?
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I'm looking for Bierstan, the Alderman of the Shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
Bierston's things disrespect you.
You! Gods will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I'm Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane.
I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
I'm wary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I'll remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten, but I'll return either way.
Patience is a godly virtue, Adrid.
Even the saints would tire of waiting for Deerstand to hang up his bow.
Ah, there you are. Now we can see you.
Pearson, ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for bears. Gets the blood coursing. Ha! We'll fight to the death, worthy one. This is one Saxon you won't kill today. Ha! Your weapon strikes true. You have savaged enough men to do this. It's blood coursing. Friend, I cannot survive this ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God-sent.
I'm Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Beerstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing by my side? Now then, what was I saying? But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There's pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping your Thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship. Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Eston.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted... Now then, what was I saying?
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Biston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You mismark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes?
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall.
Where
I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There's pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping our thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Biston.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow. My eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Biston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You mismark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub, I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Who is this owl, Bearston, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Bearstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
When the months are coldest, the mistletoe is full grown, cloaked in her winter strength.
Meaning that we should weather this? Stay strong? Yes, that's it. Not bend in the wind like stalks of wheat. And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
Drink, be merry, eat your fill. Sing of great battles, for tomorrow we may die. There's no problem that mead and song can't solve.
Do we not deserve such mirth? A great feast and happiness? The dark days of winter approach. Let us drink them away. And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
You know my thoughts, Bearston. The feared. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Do they not defend your land? You'll need all the men you can muster to fight the coming wars.
The Danes are a great threat when provoked. Those we cannot ally with, we must fight or lose our lands. There! Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this Shire, Bearstan. Useless.
Useless?
That's right. Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone! I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Bearston. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Bearston. Aren't you worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I.
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I'm too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Does your god not allow husbands and wife to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Alvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Now, should I look for Alvida first? I'll meet with Estrid at the marketplace.
There you are, Eivor! Over here!
This place. I came first to help you. Your need seemed more pressing.
And now my marriage awaits your executioner's sword.
Will it not be strange to leave this place? You've lived here half your life.
Yes, but what is to keep me here? A loveless union and the dirt mounds of two babes who never took a breath.
Have you always missed Francia?
I have. Or rather, I miss the woman I was when I lived there. Somewhat freer and more hopeful.
And what of our plan, the great Llamas kidnap? Is this a Christian feast?
Yes, it's a wonderful evening. A blessing of the harvest, full of fruits and fires, drinking and dancing.
Revelers with muddy minds and glazed eyes. That's good for us. And what of the ship that will sail you home?
I know just the one, and her captain is full of fire. Come, I will take you to him.
This place would have been impressive once, a long time ago.
I was there. I saw it.
This captain, who is he?
Not much more than a boy in his 17th year, full of youthful bravado.
A Saxon?
A Dane, though Adred calls you raiders. He says that you are here to steal England.
Some may be, but I've come to settle a stretch of land. I'm not so keen to return to the winters of my birth in Norway.
No Norway, it must be beautiful. Rugged and fearsome, and cold as anything the frozen north.
So cold that light hangs in the sky. A road for the Valkyries who carry our dead warriors to their eternal feast.
An eternal feast would be a merry end. We are here.
This is a brothel.
The captain's name is Hrolfr, called Rollo in my tongue. Tell him of our new plan and agree to whatever reward he demands. He may take some convincing, for we did not part on the best of terms.
I'll bring him round. By force or persuasion. Just be ready for my signal at the Lammas festival. Rollo!
Please, I'm just a poor Christian brother with nothing left to give. Oh!
Someone's at the door, Rollo.
Oh, is it that hun I asked for?
Estrid sent me.
Did she now? As a parting gift for the man who rattled her bones, huh?
No, I'm here to collect you.
Can it wait?
Oi! Bring out the one they call Rollo. The king's men want to ask him a few questions.
No.
Just a second. Good day, sir. Come in. Move! Move!
Some help here?
Bloody fucking Danes! Open this door! Out! Now!
Follow me.
We found your camp, Dane. Your friends are all trussed up. No one's helping you now.
Surrender! Follow the imprudent. Even a-handled, I'm worth
Estrid did not lie. You have fire.
And who are you to Estrid?
Only a friend. I'm Ivarr of the Raven clan.
Norse by the music of your speech. Then you must forgive me. Those Saxons knew about my camp. I was mind-drunk to leave my warriors behind.
Go to your men if you must. Only tell me where to find you. We have much to talk about.
Northeast of here, by the river's mouth. Follow me or come when you can.
Saxon bastards! Rollo the imprudent? I'll show them. I'll be Rollo the Gelder soon enough!
I'll Rollo the Screamer if you don't keep it down.
Was it you who gave Ivarr the Boneless his name? I hear talk of his deeds around the campfire, but his name I never understood.
He was boneless before I met him. Now his bones on a pyre. That's all I know for sure.
And King Alfred? Can you imagine their king in the sky blanket Tyr sends our lands? He'd be bluer than my father on nights the mead is strong. He'd fall asleep in the snow with a dog keeping him warm. This talk makes me long for the old times. The good old times. No! What is this? Why are my people... It's worse than I feared. So many of my people gone.
And the rest at each other's throats. They believe one of your number is a traitor.
Lork and Gerhild have been at my side all season. I don't like to doubt them, but my people are taken and my ship is gone.
If the traitor lives, all of you are at risk. Let me talk to them. The innocent have nothing to hide.
Very well. But do not let Loki whisper lies in your ear.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. I should speak to both, and see if I can find some evidence around the camp. Gerhild, is it?
Aye. Rollo's sworn sword sister. I've served him proud and true. You cannot think I betrayed him?
You weren't here when the Saxons attacked.
I was hunting. There's fine game in the trees outside the camp, and our people need meat.
What was your prey?
Rabbits for stew. Rollo's favorite.
Who are you to Rollo?
I am shield sworn, so long as England and that Frankish witch do not sway him from the true path. Our people deserve better.
I hear envy. But of Estrid or Rollo, I cannot tell.
You know nothing, Ravenbeak. My concern is for my fellow Danes. You'll find no treachery here.
That's all for now. Lord, yes? What is your story?
You want to hear my story? And bring me a mug of ale, and we'll sit and talk as equals. Elsewise, you can hang.
Where were you when the Saxons came?
Hunting rabbits, wasn't I? Sick to death of carrots and turnips. Then I heard Gerhild shouting, and all hell broke loose.
Did you see anything at all?
Gerhild talking with a Saxon. Couldn't hear them, but wasn't nothing good. Sure of that much.
Why should I believe you? You could be lying to save your own skin.
Ask her. Says she's loyal to Rollo, but I've known her since she was a babe. Full of spite and ambition, always was.
How long has your sword served Rollo?
I owe his father a blood oath. If that means wiping Rollo's arse until I die, so be it.
And if Rollo was dead, that oath would be fulfilled. You must tire of battle.
I'll feast in Odin's hall one day, but not with the stain of dishonor on my hands.
I have what I need for now. I might find some evidence to test their stories. This looks like a good spot to hide. Somewhere to wait out a Saxon attack.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan.
Have you made your decision?
Gerhild claimed to be hunting as Lork did. Rabbit.
She rarely hunts. She's been a terrible shot since we were children.
Your shield sister is jealous. She thinks you neglect your people by sleeping with the enemy.
She always had ambition. But she accepted my leadership. Swore on her shield.
Lork said he was hunting, but your rags are full of fresh rabbits.
Why would he lie? Unless he had something to hide.
He tires of his blood oath, and with your death, he would be free.
He has become old and frail, but he served my father well. I would have freed him without bloodshed.
On second thought, perhaps there's more to be learned. Gerhild, can we speak again? You're lying. I found racks and racks of game.
You've got more wit than your face suggests. I went to meet a lad from a nearby village. Rollo's not the only one who dallies with locals.
Lork accused you of treachery. He saw you with a Saxon.
Lork? You believe that old crow? His bones crumble and his mind wanders with age. Or he wallows in jealousy. Take your pick.
That's all for now. Lork. You're lying. I found a rack full of game nearby. Enough to feed the camp for days.
Told you! I was hunting.
Stick to that story, and I'll tell Rollo to take your treacherous head.
I was sleeping in the forest, wasn't I? Heard Saxons tramping through the trees, so I hid. Not fool enough to face him on my own.
I have what I need for now. Gerhild, can we speak again? That's all for now.
Have you made your decision? Have you come to a firm conclusion?
I have.
Let me hear it. Both choices will pain me, but let it be the truth.
Lork betrayed you.
Lies! And curse you, boy, for letting this outsider sway your heart.
A shameful death on bloody Saxon soil. Both had reason to betray their Jarl, but only one had the eyesight to do so. I hope you chose well, for you denied them a seat in my hall. There can be no feast in Valhalla for a break faith.
He served my father, but he always thought me a callow lackbeard.
Nothing more can be done here, but your warriors might still be alive, and I will need your help after they're free.
There's a Saxon camp with a dock at Port Walton. It might be they were taken there.
I told you I was loyal. How dare you doubt me?
Forgive me, Gerhild. But even now, there are some who will. You should make yourself scarce for a while.
Rollo's men, caged like plump hens.
Press hard!
Give up!
Focus, we have it!
Watch for my lead!
Die!
Blood bag!
Eat this!
Odin's got this!
Shit!
Right, let's get back. Rollo's men are free. Now we discuss the terms of the kidnap. Your axe arm is strong, Rollo.
Never doubt me, Raven Feeder. These Saxon king slaves did.
You showed great loyalty to your kinfolk. Stay true to that, and your name and deeds shall spread far.
Good advice. Such is my fiercest desire.
If it's renown you want, then aid me now. I have a task that will set your name ringing through the long halls.
Oh, tell me.
I need someone with a swift wave steed in good repair to bring the Lady Estrid across the sea to Francia.
Another kidnap scheme. Estrid is unshakable. All right, then. Let we two triumph where one failed.
I need you stout-hearted in this, whatever your passions for Estrid.
We had our time together. Now that's done. I will not fail you here, nor her.
We will meet with your men inside Colchester on the night of the Lammas Festival.
Leave me be, warmonger! You have my sister! Is that not enough?
Peace, boy. I'm not with these men. I came to speak with your sister, that's all.
A day in Essex. Now here's a day riddled with strange portents and happenings.
What is your name?
I'm Ellerich, the man of this house. Who are you? And why have you come?
I'm looking for your sister at the behest of another.
Behest? We've got no money to speak of, and my sister is well past the marrying age.
Do you know where they're holding Olvida?
Yet another stay at the King's pleasure. The prison camp at Brentwood, far to the west.
I'll bring her to the lake house north of there. Meet us there if you wish.
If you promise you will find her, I will.
This key should unlock Olvida's cage.
Something else going on.
You're not one of them?
Stay quiet. I'm here to free you.
I cannot walk. My ankle. They were not gentle with me.
Then I will carry you.
Who risked so much to save me?
A friend.
Of Elrich's? Is he all right? The poor boy?
Not your brother. Someone else who wishes to rekindle a friendship.
My ankle. Oh, the pain.
Bless the saints! Here you are, sister, safe!
Rest now. Soon you will be up and about again.
Alfida! Did they hurt you?
Takes more than some cockshy milksops to break my will. Beating a boy half to death for stealing bread? I'll not see it done.
Growling bellies mean nothing to those pay swords.
Elrich, pay more mind to the world. It is cruel and dark for those who cannot stand up for themselves.
Olvida, could we speak in private?
He is a good boy, but without a father to guide him, he's grown softer than I'd hoped.
You raised him alone. Where were your parents when he was a child?
Dead of the plague that came when he was 3 months born. So to shun your door when you have a babe on your teat. Now it's your turn. Why did you come for me?
I'm here at the request of Ealdorman Bearston. He wonders if you could love him again.
Love him? Dear old Bearston, he remembers.
He does.
I've thought of him sometimes myself. But with my brother to fend for, I could not waste a life mooning.
He has thought of nothing but you, Olvida. And with his wife, Istrid, returning to Francia, he sent me to find you.
How it would work between me and him? I'm a poor woman. Have been always. But the Ealdorman... Oh, God, help me! I'll give him a go. How could I not? Oh, bless.
He'll come if you call. At the lighting of the bonfire, he'll ride here to meet you.
Elrich, come you and sit with us. I have something to say.
My apple blossom girl. Is it really you?
It is. Though crows have left their footfalls around my eyes.
They still shine brightly, as when we were children. Has Eivor told you all?
Aye, she has.
And do you accept me, love? My heart feels like it will burst.
Give her time, Birston. A passion rekindled in haste will soon fall to embers.
Of course. You are absolutely right. And we have a lifetime to recapture what was mislaid.
I hope it will not take that.
And this young lad is Elrich, Olvid's brother.
Hello, your worshipfulness.
I am Birstan, nothing more or less. And you are a fine, strong lad of... how old?
19 summers.
He's all the family I have, Birston. If I'm to stay, you must welcome us both into your heart.
We have one half of our bargain done, Birston. I will return with news of the other.
Does this mean we're leaving Malden?
You are, my boy, to live with me in Colchester. Perhaps I can teach you the joy of the hunt.
Before you go, Elrich, I'd suggest a long, slow walk around the lake. I should leave them to their reunion. The next piece of this drama is the kidnap in Colchester.
Dear Birston, I cannot believe you would come for me after all these years.
I never stopped thinking of you, Alvida.
How are your people, Rollo? Recovered and ready for what tonight holds?
Lork's death hit hard. Many served long with him and relished his tales of warriors lost and battles won. Put that aside. We're ready now. What would you have of us?
Wait for my signal. When I approach Estrid, that is your time.
I am your axe, Eivor.
Night will fall soon. Then is our moment to strike.
Pagan pomp. There is just one god now, and he gives us everything we need. In this life and the next. Ooh.
There's a hut.
They used to
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours!
In this life and the next.
Howard! Shoot! Shoot! Keep your eyes on. Gonna bleed!
This is what we do to Saxon godslays! We kill it!
Kill it and plunder!
Take their ale and their women! We will feast like kings tonight!
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours!
This is what we do to Saxon godslays! We pillage! Pillage and plunder!
I'm being kidnapped! Kidnapped!
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours! You're coming with me!
Oh, desist, you foul Dane! Guards! Oh, woe unto me! Put me down!
Odin's beard. You wouldn't fool a child with that howling.
Unhand me, fiend! What will become of my virtue?
Go!
We are safe enough to walk, I think. Aren't we?
Who assigned those guards to you?
Yes, you noticed as well. That was Thane Adred. He insisted. He does worry for me so. Oh, what a thrill! My heart is racing!
Be glad it still beats at all. Your screaming drew half the guards in Colchester down upon us.
I wanted to give a good performance. My father always said I was quite the actor.
I won't deny your enthusiasm.
Did you not have even a little fun?
To steal away a princess, it did give a thrill.
It is done, and all that stands between me and my home now is a foaming ribbon of surf and silt.
You did well, Rollo. You and your people. Are you ready to sail?
Loki's hissing sun churns the waters between our coasts. We'll need time to rest as we wait for fairer weather.
Have a care, then. Alfred's soldiers will be looking for Estrid, even if Bearstons will not.
Now's not the time for such worries, Eivor. Tonight, we celebrate. Let's get you some mead.
Birstan will meet you northeast of Colchester tomorrow. You have earned all my husband promised, and more. Come find me, if you like, away from these reveling Danes.
Those Saxon milkbreds!
I should find Bearston. No doubt he's hunting again.
I am proud of us. We did a good thing for Estrid and her lord. Maybe now we can all be happy.
What lies ahead, I wonder?
A new life, or an old life renewed.
My old life. Francia. Mon Dieu, I feel as if I have been sleepwalking these past years, waiting for something to shake me awake.
Are you awakened now?
Yes. These past weeks have been stirring, breathtaking. Your passion and strength. Eivor, I've never met such a burning soul.
You make too much of it. All I've done, I did for my clan and the glory it brought me.
Why does your honesty make you more alluring still? Le cœur a ses raisons que la raison ne connaît point.
Did you dream while you sleepwalked?
I did. I dreamed that all my fleeting happiness was a prelude to something bigger. Glimpses of greater joy, greater love. Lie with me, Eivor, under the stars of England. Give me a last bittersweet moment before I leave her shores.
I'll be with you tonight. But tomorrow your new life must begin. I hope you won't look back. Shh. Still your lips, and come here.